That'll be
Because
Senpai versus Steeb.
yeah, that is Senpai versus Steve.
Now the question is, right? We've seen the Steeb Mollo, we've seen the Steeb Arcane, and going to be starting off with the Mollo this time around. But the big question is, are we going to see more character swaps? That's the only thing that's been consistent about these Korean Rushdown Revolt players, is that we have been seeing very inconsistent character picks.
The only consistency is inconsistency. I do think that he'll be sticking with Mollo. I feel like Mollo does a pretty good job of walling out Olympia. Has good enough normals actually to fight with Olympia. So we'll just have to see how this set plays out.
Absolutely, and either way, gonna be starting off on Tower of Heaven, relatively neutral stage, I would say.
Yes, and Senpai just goes right in, pulling out the bomb, and I feel like Senpai is having more control right now, staying in the center, getting more percent, and edge guarding.
Yeah, I mean, one of the big things about Senpai's Olympia is that we've seen it time and time again, and it seems like it's the most stable Olympia here. It doesn't do anything too ultimately crazy, but just plays the character to their strengths, to what it is that they want to do, which is hit you with moves and make use of your phenomenal frame data, and that focus cancel into the double jump forward air, already showing some of what we know and love from Senpai, which is just character mastery.
He definitely loves to chase people off stage. He's toned it down to get some more consistency in, but whenever he gets those chases, it's amazing to watch.
Oh yeah, I mean,
here.
Either way, Steve gonna continue to litter the entire stage with bombs. That F-Strong going to be able to seal out that stock, but finisher on deck. This is definitely a difficult position to be in, but not as difficult as that one. When you're a full stock down, and just like that, even percent down, as Senpai continuing to run away with this.
It's been 90 seconds, and this game might almost be over.
I don't know if Steeb has anything to say about it. Only thing that's going to be over is Senpai's stock here, as Steeb showing signs of life, continuing to use those dash attacks, use those fair setups to try to take away this Olympia's lead, but that parry could be something big.
Steeb coming down with the firecrackers, it's really hard to punish, and we'll see if Senpai can adapt over the course of the set.
Oh my god! No, you got one spike, but not quite the next. As Senpai gonna be able to bring it from the bottom to the top, as the up B takes Steeb right off the top, making game one. I'm sorry
for this, but that was a Tower of Heaven.
Yeah,
from the bottom to the top.
Oh lord. Yeah, looking incredibly. One of the things that's looking super heavenly is Senpai's play, Senpai's movement, and Senpai's advantage state is ridiculous right now, as Steeb is struggling to hold on.
Likes the stage a lot. I feel like it's because it allows him to have more space to pull bombs, and I think he's doing a bit better than the start of last game. He's
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I mean, last game started off with Senpai just absolutely running away with it, and ended up going, what, 2 stocks to 1 with basically no repercussions, as Steeb trying to get back into things. Beautiful tech, and not going to be rising fast enough to get hit by that F-Strong. Steeb has the counterplay down right now.
Oh, but this could be a stock. Steeb with a nice DI, but he gets...
Oh my god!
B, crystal up B.
And, one of the big things about that crystal is it really only releases you when you hit the ground or when you leave hit stun. And Senpai making full use of that. And speaking of hit stun...
to cover the landing.
Yeah, I mean, speaking of hit stun, a huge amount of hit stun on that flashbang, but Crystallize, once again, coming out, not going to be able to do it, though.
A solid edge guard by Steeb there.
Oh!
He takes him to the top.
Yeah, and you know, we just praised Steeb just a little bit, and Senpai immediately vying for attention, vying for this kill. As oh my lord, Steeb cannot get back on stage.
Great recovery again with the flashbang. It feels like the flashbang recoveries are definitely the ones that are working out for him right now. He's gonna need a bit more than that to get past Senpai.
Yeah, I mean, flashbang recovery is definitely good, but if nothing else, Senpai off the side, going to get the reverse uppy, actually, so not going to be able to steal out the stock just yet, but this time, going to be able to do it. Man, we've seen from the bottom to the top, from the right to the left, what aren't we going to see from Senpai?
Oh, we're going back to the same stage with Steve. Steve again, taking Frozen Fortress. Let's see if he can reverse his fortunes here.
We got fair 1, fair 2, fair 3, and no fair 4 coming out for Senpai just yet. You know, not fair enough for Steeb. Senpai has Steeb off stage. This is the biggest problem that Steeb has, right? You know, if you don't have flashbang in hand, how do you recover into this Olympia?
Yeah, and like, let's get that first stock. This is the first time he's had a stock lead, I believe, in this set. So looking good for Steve so far.
Yeah, and one of the big things is that, you know, when Steve does get those ins and does get that momentum, we are seeing some ridiculous amount of damage coming out from this Mollo.
He's using Nair so well right now as a combo tool, and he's gotten so much percent. He's already lapped. And he's already
oh my lord! Yeah, I mean,
now, looking really strong.
Yeah, I mean, Steve just looked at that last game and said, you know what? That was a fluke. This is my stage. This is my moment. We are doing this right now. And Steve is giving Senpai a run for their money.
Definitely, like, out of all Senpai's matches, this is like the one where he's looking most vulnerable.
Oh my god! The firecracker
there.
I mean,
but he's gonna die.
Yeah, not gonna save for long, but you know, the firecracker saving Steve was so beautiful as Steve continuing to try to run away with this lead, really, and make sure that Senpai can't get the momentum to get back into this game.
We're gonna see how Senpai gets past the Steve wall. Oh, he tries to go for the dare there. And he gets to double up meat as compensation. Steve is still very comfortable here, I believe.
Yeah, you know, still very comfortable, but at 96%, you can't be comfortable against Olympia too much, but you definitely can't be comfortable against another Mollo up air. Gonna be taking Senpai right off the top.
Steve, he make that reverse trio. Oh, and take the set back. We're gonna have to see. This stage is looking really good for Senpai, not gonna lie.
Yeah, either way, going from a huge stage to an incredibly small one, and this time going to be on an Earth stage, you know, where Olympia thrives. And Senpai just absolutely going to town on this mock right now.
Senpai with that home court advantage, and I don't know. He's looking really strong. Steve has managed to carve out some space, has managed to pull out some bombs, but gets spared. Could be bad. Oh,
and the uppy going to be able to catch the super high recovery from Steve as Senpai going all the way deep for it and able to get it.
Senpai's ability to just get these edge guards and cover a lot of Steve's options is really showing itself here. Oh, the down air.
And Senpai getting parried there, but the up air, not enough end lag on that, not enough parry stun on that for Steve to get a real follow-up. But the down tilt F strong going to be just fine. Oh wow, and these firecrackers are doing so much work for Steve here. But All right, there we go. There's one Firecracker able to get Steeb back on stage, but not able to buy Steeb enough space to get away from this Olympia onslaught. And the parry into up strong is going to mean that Steeb is potentially on winner's stock here.
But if Steve has anything to say about it, gets a nice combo, but Senpai fires back.
And Senpai, if there's anything that you can pull out to give Steeb even just a little bit of respite, you know, now's your chance to give Steeb anything, really. But Steeb needs to find a way how to grab it on his own. Finisher coming out, not going to be able to take that stock just yet. Bombs coming out no matter what. And oh, the finisher, but the Firecracker going to be saving Senpai this time around.
Oh, and Senpai is so good with that focus attack forward into whatever you want. Takes the set from per game.
Yeah, it takes the set, you know, 3-1 over Steeb here. And I love how you said, you know, focus attack cancel forward into anything you want. It really do be like that sometimes, as Senpai is showing exactly what this character can do.